Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, April the 14th. We're going to talk a little bit about Renew Missouri. I want to introduce you to Mark Walter, and Mark is the Deputy Director of Renew Missouri.
Yes,
right?
sir.
What is Renew Missouri?
So Renew Missouri is a nonprofit advocacy group, and we're based here in Columbia, Missouri, and all we advocate for is clean energy policy.
Mm-hmm. And how do you do that?
Well, we do everything that we possibly can, to be honest. We were started in 2008 with the ballot initiative, so we do direct voter engagement. We also work in the legislature to advocate for the needs of the clean energy industry and what Missourians generally want, which is more clean energy. We also work in the Public Service Commission. We do grassroots educating. Like I said, we do everything that we possibly can.
Do you find that more and more people really are becoming concerned about the environment and trying to keep our earth as clean as possible?
Yes, I absolutely find that to be true. And not only is it true just from the conversations that I have in the Capitol and with our supporters, but the poll results that we get back. We do polling on a fairly regular basis. Mm-hmm. And every time we do a poll, it seems like more and more people are concerned and more people are becoming aware that clean energy is something that we have to do.
Yeah. All right. The automobile is probably one of our biggest polluters, correct?
The automobile actually pales in comparison to the coal plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be next to the. Would it be the next?
Maybe. The electric industry in Missouri, not in Missouri, nationally, is responsible for the vast majority of carbon emissions.
Because of the coal-fired
Because
plants.
of coal. And Missouri is particularly responsible because we are 83% coal-driven in our state.
So the solution to this is what?
Well, there's a lot of solutions. It's so great that we don't have to just pick one. There's solar, and that works when the sun's out, and then at nighttime, wind is a great option. There's companies here in Missouri that work with biomass, so they recycle field waste from farmers.
Now, the city of Columbia is generating electricity with biomass.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And then I read a story that Boone Electric is setting up a solar garden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Boone Electric is generating most of their electricity with coal.
Right.
But they are setting up a solar garden. Why?
So that's a great example of what we were just talking about, that Boone Electric is a nonprofit, and they are, they're a cooperative. So they need to listen to their members, and what all the co-ops in Missouri are realizing, and slowly and painfully, but they're realizing that people want solar. They want a clean energy option. So I think Boone Electric did a survey of their members, and they realized that they need to find a way to provide what their people are asking them to do. So
now, personally, I was looking, and I'm still considering the possibility of generating my electricity with solar panels. And I checked into that a couple of months ago. And it's really rather eye-opening because it's not inexpensive. It came up with a price of about $25,000, I think it was, for the number of solar panels that I would need to generate electricity. But there is a good side to this, the fact that there still is a tax credit for it, right?
Correct, yeah. There's a 30% federal tax credit that you can get for going solar, which you should go solar, by the way. You should just take the plunge. But
that's a pretty big plunge there.
You're saying $25,000, right? But you're going to pay more than that in energy costs over the life of the system. So you got to think about it kind of like buying futures of energy. You're investing in clean energy, and you're investing in energy independence for the long term. It's not something that, you don't buy solar and then you have to buy it again next year. If you buy an array, it's
Right.
good for 30 years. So
if you put solar panels in your yard or on your roof and you start generating your own electricity, on sunny days you are generating. You think you're generating enough to run the whole house?
yeah, most of the time, yeah, you're generating.
Even with the air conditioning.
Yeah, it depends on how big your house is. But yeah, I mean, it's a great way to take control of your own energy costs.
So what you're doing when you're generating your own electricity is you are turning your electric meter backwards. So
yes, indeed.
if you're generating more than you're actually using, you are selling that back to the electric company.
Yep. And that's a policy that Renew Missouri helped to pioneer back in 2006, actually. It's called net metering, and we work every year to defend that for your right to go solar, which you should.
All right. I got
I'm going to
you
keep
there.
pushing you.
But at nighttime, you have to
Yeah,
get your electricity off the grid.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're still going to have an electric bill any way you look at it.
Absolutely. And you still need the utility to be there for you and provide for what you need in the evening time. So you're partnering with the utility to generate energy in that way.
Are you on cloudy days, and we have, in the wintertime, we have a lot of cloudy days and short days in Missouri. Are you still able to generate electricity when it's an overcast day?
Yeah. I mean, it's proportional to the sunlight. So on a really sunny day, you're getting 100% of the efficiency of your panels. And on a cloudy day, maybe 30%, maybe 20%. But you can still see your meter go backwards depending on how many appliances you have on or whatnot. So yeah, it still works.
Is there any drawback to it? Besides the initial cost.
If you're a big fan of burning coal, there's a huge drawback to solar. But otherwise, no, it's a great way to go. And it saves you money in the long run.
We're almost out of time. What about electric cars?
Yeah, electric cars, as we make the grid cleaner, I think electric cars are a great way to go forward. And we've got some utilities here in Missouri that are looking at doing that. Over in Kansas City, they've been advocating for it. Here in Columbia, we have a fast charging station. So I would love to have my own electric car.
Can you set up a fast charging station in your own house?
Yeah, sure. Well, maybe not a fast charging station, but absolutely, yeah. And there's a tax credit for it too.
Oh, but there's tax credits for everything.
Yes, sir.
So if people want more information about how we can go green as individual homeowners, where can they get this information?
Well, you can go to renewmo.org. That's our website, and you can find all kinds of information about what we're doing. We've got a 5K coming up, and there's going to be beer and barbecue at Stevens Lake Park in Columbia, and you should go check that out and get involved. We'll give you all the information that you can possibly want.
Okay, and it's all available on the website.
On the website or the Facebook page that we have, but yeah.
Is there one thing in general that we can do to help the environment?
Advocate for more clean energy. Missouri needs all the help that we can get. So come to our website and sign up. We'll get you plugged into the movement.
Okay, and also replacing your light bulbs.
Replace your light bulbs.
The LEDs.
Be energy conservative. Go after it.
All right. Mark Walter, Deputy Director of Renew Missouri, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, Paul.
I appreciate it. Tomorrow, I've got my friend Kathy Salter on with the Unbound Book Festival. All right, we'll find out about that. We're out of time for today. Our program directed by Travis McMillen, Reynolds Journalism Institute, Audio Pat Akers, KBIA, our floor director, Kaishuan Zhuao, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Bye-bye.